I would like to invite Sandra Griffin, a Warramah elder, to welcome us to country on behalf of the Awabakal community.
Thank you. Good evening, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, Indigenous community members, ladies and gentlemen, and graduating students. The Awabakal tribe were the traditional custodians of this area where Newcastle University stands. They knew how to fish, hunt and gather in the most bountiful season and took only what was needed. And we had to respect, love and look after Mother Earth as she gave us food, shelter and life in return. By doing this, they made sure that future descendants were also looked after. Prior to the last 200 years, the Awabakal tribe were well known as having the best healers. So I may say that you are following in our beliefs and footsteps, the graduates that is. It is an honour and pleasure to speak on behalf of the Awabakal people and ancestors. I would like to wish the graduating students lots of luck as you are needed out there, and I feel proud that you all chose Awabakal country to further your education. Everyone, welcome to Awabakal country. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, fellow council members, staff of the university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. A graduation ceremony is an important and happy occasion for members of the university community. To all of you, I extend a very warm welcome. To the graduates, I offer my warmest congratulations and best wishes for the future. The completion of a university degree is indeed a fine achievement, and you should be very proud of yourselves. To the families and friends of the graduates, while the university cannot offer you an award as well, we do recognise the enormous contribution you have made in supporting your loved ones through the highs and lows of their time as a student. You're about to witness something special, the reward for all your effort. The success of the university is measured by the quality of its graduates. Survey results show us that employers are happy with the quality of our graduates, and our graduates, in turn, have a high level of satisfaction with their educational experience at the university. The University of Newcastle is committed to preparing graduates who will make significant contributions to society, are adaptable global citizens, and are sought after by employers. To achieve this goal, the university is innovative in its approach to teaching and learning, notably through problem-based learning, in which the university is a pioneer, and more recently through developments in online learning. In the area of research performance, this university is ranked among the top 10 Australian universities. It has an annual research income in the vicinity of $25 million and an annual research expenditure of $36 million, an exceptional achievement. Whether you are here today to receive your first undergraduate degree, a postgraduate coursework degree, or a research higher degree, you will have developed skills, knowledge and the ability to think logically and laterally, qualities that are highly valued and will stand you in good stead for life and in the process of lifelong learning. You are one of 3,944 students who will graduate from the University of Newcastle this semester. Selected data from the profile of graduating students shows some interesting characteristics. 80% of you will be awarded an undergraduate degree, 18% will receive a coursework master's degree, and 2% will be awarded a research master's or doctor of philosophy degree. It took you approximately 5,000 hours of study to complete the requirements for your degree. This year's graduates' ages range from 20 to 90, and 58% of you are women. There are 35 Indigenous graduates this semester. 3/4 of you who were looking for full-time work when you completed your degree will already have found it. Your average salary is $35,000 a year. 2% of you will go on to further full-time study. You live, or 60% of you live, in the Hunter and Central Coast region. 4% live overseas. The rate of change in our society is such that whatever qualification you have completed, you will need to be engaged in lifelong learning to remain successful and competitive in the workforce. I hope that the skills you've acquired during your study at this university will stimulate your hunger for more knowledge and understanding. I'm confident that you will make significant contributions to the local, national and even international community. Please remember that as graduates of the university, you automatically become members of the graduate body, the Convocation. You join more than 70,000 other graduates worldwide and have an opportunity through elected representatives to become involved in the governance and development of the university. I hope that many of you will take advantage of that. I now call on Professor John Marley, Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the Faculty of Health, to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science, Consumer Science, Elizabeth Dunleavy. Michelle Fletcher. Nikki Georgioulis. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science, Consumer Science with Merit, Leanne Schofield. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Sarah Bennett. Renee Bianchi. David Bertiger. Amanda Brown. Lauren Ferrugia. Connor Gilligan. Sarah Gordon. Amanda Grozdanovsky. Paul Harrison. Louise Masters. Monica McMahon. Khalida Molla. Natasha Rennie. Rebecca Roach. Michael Sales. Megan Sellers. Helen Smith. Alexander Stevens. Michael Story. Seth Tarrant. Peter Watson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Biomedical Science Honours Class 2, Division 1, Ellen Burns. Belinda Hanson. Sonia O'Shea. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Biomedical Science Honours Class 1, J. Horvath. Damien MacLeod. Sophia Moscovis. Ellen Soster. Chancellor, the award of a university medal is a rare honour, made only when there is a candidate of sufficient merit. To be considered for this award, a graduate must have a consistent record of exceptional academic achievement at all levels of a bachelor's degree programme and qualify for a bachelor's degree with first-class honours. I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Biomedical Science Honours Class 1 and university medalist, Catherine Skelding. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Health Science, Nutrition and Dietetics. Lisa Callan. Catherine Cox. Rachel Cox. Kate Fitzpatrick. Luke Gibson. Natalie Granger. Jennifer Green. Samantha Krupp. Sally Noble. Rianne Parker. Brodie Preston. Erica Reeve. Alyssa Strath. Charlotte Thalander. Nicole Weaver. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Health Science, Nutrition and Dietetics with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Julie Edwards. Darnay Godfrey. Jacqueline Holland. Bridget Horan. Julie Lord. Kelly Munger. Louise Parfitt. Rachel Wisher. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Health Science, Nutrition and Dietetics with Honours Class 1, Julia Steenkamp. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Health Science, Nutrition and Dietetics with Honours Class 1 and University medalist Sophie Roberts. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Human Nutrition, Kit Yang Clara Ng. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Health Science, Occupational Therapy, Elizabeth Best, Georgia Clinton, Sarah Cunningham, Owen Dawes, Lisa Duffy, Tanya Eden, Jacqueline Gorman, Kim Grundy, Lauren Johnson, Doreen Linehan, Rebecca Mossman, Samantha Mully, Melissa Williams, Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Health Science, Occupational Therapy with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Sean Betland. Kate Brown. Amy Stowe. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Occupational Therapy, Jacqueline Lavers. Sally Ann Lawler. Kathleen Lennox. Cuba Lupi. Kerry Padgett. Laura Paxinos. Noni Paling. Megan Radcliffe. Carla Rinella. Christy Robinson. Gemma Single. Rebecca Thurlow. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Occupational Therapy with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Miranda Chalmers. Erin Davis. Emily Hogan. Fiona Lee. Janie Rutter. Alison Thomas. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Occupational Therapy with Honours Class 1, Claire Giles. Larissa Taylor. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Medical Science with Honours Class 1, Anders Faber Svensson. Magnus Halland. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Occupational Health and Safety, Krista Anderson. Elaine Callan. Cameron Cox. David Curry. Nigel Davidson. Christopher Fogg. Andrew Fraser. Jonathan Gosling. Nathan Hamilton. Lana Jackson. Annika Lewis. Duncan McDougall. Tamara Omsen. Linda Quee. Bram Tyndale. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Certificate in Applied Management Health, Duang Chan Simon. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Certificate in Health Science, Deborah Boyton. Megan Hill. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Certificate in Occupational Health and Safety, Melissa Dodds. Colin Farrell. Grant Gillard. Gregory McFarlane. Thelma Matthews. Tracy Posner. David Sheeran. Noel Skimmings. Darren Stewart. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Clinical Epidemiology, Kirsty Hope. Jacqueline Navarro. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Diabetes Care, Basudev Chatterjee. V. Lakshminarayan. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Medical Statistics, Perline Han-Yog Swan. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety, Sharon Buck. Stephen Clark. Faith Eason. Anthony Farrell. Jane Gardner. Leslie Gibbs. Adele Lacusson. Val Murray. Helen Parker. Richard Porteous. Wendy Timms. Martin Tunstead. Alan Watts. Julian Weir. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Applied Management Health, Nicholas Barber. Nicole Byrne. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Master of Medical Science Clinical Epidemiology, Hidetaka Sato. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Master of Medical Science Health Promotion, Maria Rees. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Medical Statistics, Andrew Searles. Megan Valentine. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Occupational Health and Safety, Brett Higginbotham. Stephen Ruff. Manjeet Singh. Anthony Smith. Supaya Veerasingham. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degrees of Master of Quality Improvement in Healthcare and Master of Medical Science Clinical Epidemiology. The graduate has studied for these awards simultaneously, Gary Lane. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Master of Marketing, Rosemary Lines. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Health.
I call on Professor Ron MacDonald, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, to present Research Higher Degree graduates.
Chancellor, a Research Higher Degree is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study which is primarily in research. A thesis embodying the outcomes of the research is the principal basis of examination. The degree is only awarded if the thesis makes a significant and an original contribution to knowledge and to our understanding of knowledge in that field of study. Today, the University is proud to honour graduates who have satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of a Research Master's or a Doctor of Philosophy degree. Chancellor, I present to you Helen Paul, for the degree of Master of Medical Science. Ms Paul's thesis is entitled Alpha V Beta G Integrin Expression in Diseased and Transplanted Kidneys. Chancellor Helen Paul. Chancellor, I present to you Stuart Phillips for the degree of Master of Medical Science. Mr Phillips' thesis is entitled Anatomy and Biomechanics of the Quadratus Lumborum. Chancellor Stuart Phillips. Chancellor, I present to you Suzanne Snodgrass for the degree of Master of Medical Science, Physiotherapy. Ms Snodgrass's thesis is entitled Factors Related to Thumb Pain in Physiotherapists. Chancellor Susan Snodgrass. Chancellor, I present to you Erica Morse for the degree of Master of Medical Science. Ms Morse's thesis is entitled Developmental Dysplasia of the Hip, Experience of and Impact on Families and Health Professionals. Chancellor Erica Morse. Chancellor, I present to you Meredith Taverner for the degree of Master of Medical Science. Ms Taverner's thesis is entitled Veteran Satisfaction with a Home-Based Preventive Care Intervention. Chancellor Meredith Taverner. Chancellor, I will now present to you graduates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Each student has studied for the equivalent of 3.5 years or more of effective full-time study. The thesis, which is the outcome of their work, is examined by 3 examiners, usually external to the university. At least one, and usually more examiners, will be an international scholar who is recognised for their expertise in the field of study represented by their thesis. Chancellor, I present to you Mohammed Imtiaz, Bachelor of Science from Wichita State University for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr Imtiaz's thesis is entitled Distribution Pacemaking Through Coupled Oscillator-Based Mechanisms, a basis for long-range signalling in smooth muscle. Chancellor Dr Imtiaz. Chancellor, I present to you Patrick Kelly, Bachelor of Mathematics with Honours for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr Kelly's thesis is entitled Survival Models for Recurrent Event Data, an application to vitamin A trials with childhood morbidity. Chancellor Dr Kelly. Chancellor, I present to you Marita Linna, Bachelor of Human Movement Studies from the University of Queensland for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr Linna's thesis is entitled An Evidence-Based Approach to an Evaluation of a Health-Promoting Schools Intervention. Chancellor Dr Linna. Chancellor, I present to you Orampon Oberdorfer, Doctor of Medicine from the University of Chiang Mai, Master of Medical Science from the University of Newcastle for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr Oberdorfer's thesis is entitled Improving Infection Control Compliance in Non-Medical Skin Penetration Services. Chancellor Dr Oberdorfer. Chancellor, I present to you Amarin Thakinstian, my apologies, Master of Science from the University of Mahidol and Master of Medical Statistics from the University of Newcastle for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr Thakinstian's thesis is entitled Meta-Analysis of Molecular Association Studies. Chancellor Dr Thakinstian. Chancellor, I present to you Lauren Williams, Bachelor of Science with Honours from the University of Newcastle, Graduate Diploma in Social Science from the University of New England, Graduate Diploma in Dietetics from Deakin University for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr Williams' thesis is entitled Factors Affecting Weight Change in Mid-Age Women. Chancellor, Dr. Williams. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of Research Higher Degree graduates.
We will now have a musical interlude presented by Gavin Clark on cello, accompanied on the piano by his father, David Clark. They will play a chanson piece, Allegro Appassionata.
Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Professor Nick Saunders to deliver the occasional address. Professor Saunders' career in medicine and academia is distinguished by its success and breadth, as he has risen from the position of Junior Resident Medical Officer at Royal North Shore Hospital in 1970 to Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, Nursing and Health Sciences at Monash University in the years 1998 to 2003. After completing his undergraduate studies at the University of Sydney and later a Doctor of Medicine, Professor Saunders has held positions in both Australia and overseas. At various points throughout his career, he's been connected strongly to Newcastle as a former Professor of Medicine at this university and Chair of the Department of Medicine at John Hunter Hospital. He is currently appointed as a conjoint Professor in the Faculty of Health. Professor Saunders' achievements are reflected in his impressive publication record and his membership of many national and international boards, including fellowships of the Royal Australasian College of Physicians and the Royal College of Physicians in Canada. Among many awards, he notably received a Centenary Medal in 2003 and the Geoffrey Marrell Medal from the Confederation of Postgraduate Medical Education Council in 2001. Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Nick Saunders.
Mr. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, and most importantly, graduates and their families and friends. Thank you for your generous introduction, Vice-Chancellor, and for your invitation to participate in this evening's graduation ceremony. It's an honour to be here and a great pleasure to return to the university after 12 years away. Graduation days are some of the best days in the life of the university. They provide the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our students, to acknowledge and thank those who provided support and encouragement along the way, and to reflect a little on what lies ahead. I would like to extend my congratulations to everyone who is graduating today and to offer my best wishes for an enjoyable and successful career in your chosen field. A special congratulations to those of you who are receiving postgraduate awards, for I know that for many of you this has required much sacrifice, the almost impossible task of juggling family, work and university responsibilities. I continue to marvel on occasions such as this at the depth and breadth of talented women and men who graduate from the research programs of our nation's universities. We have seen a snapshot of that talent and diversity here tonight. New knowledge and the better understanding and application of existing knowledge is central to our nation's growth, welfare and prosperity. Each of you graduating with a PhD or research master's degree today has a special part to play in our country's future. So too do those of you who are graduating from postgraduate programs aimed at professional development, be it in human genetics, occupational health and safety, nutrition or the host of other fields that we've heard about tonight. One of the most important characteristics of a profession and a professional is a commitment to lifelong learning and self-improvement. And nowhere is this more important than in the health professions, for the trust and authority given by the community to health professionals is based on the assumption that knowledge and skills are kept up to date. Therefore, every graduate here today or the biomedical sciences, be you a postgraduate or an undergraduate, has a dual obligation to keep up to date and to apply your skills and knowledge to the benefit of humankind. Your university, the University of Newcastle, has an enviable reputation in professional education. It can help you continue to meet your professional obligations, so you should keep in touch. Having acknowledged the special place that the postgraduates have in this evening's ceremony, I hope that you will not mind if I direct the remainder of my brief remarks to those of you who are graduating from undergraduate courses. When I was a dean, I used to say to incoming first-year students during orientation week that getting into the course of your choice was just great. But I suspect that most of you feel that getting out of these courses is even better. Most people graduating from a Faculty of Health have mixed emotions on a day like this. Excitement and pleasure, a feeling of accomplishment and pride in having succeeded in what are difficult and arduous courses. Relief in having made it over the line. Indeed, I suspect that some of you are pinching yourself to make sure it's real, even now. A little apprehension, perhaps receding since the beginning of the year, about the transition from being a student to being a health professional. It's only now that the real action begins. Thankful for the support you have received from family, friends and partners. And yes, even thankful for the staff members who've taught you, encouraged you, prodded you, stimulated you, and sometimes maybe even ignored you. Getting through university is not a solo effort, although it may often have felt that way. You will no doubt receive much further help in the years ahead, for be it in science or healthcare, our future is increasingly dependent on teamwork and collaboration. Never forget to recognise and acknowledge the help and support you receive from others. Never be afraid to ask for assistance when you're out of your depth. Never fail to lend a hand when you see others struggling. A safe, high-quality health system requires people who are open and honest, as well as informed. So does science. Don't ever bluff it. Let me tell a brief story from my own field of medicine to illustrate this point. It goes back many years and relates to a newly graduated intern at a hospital where I worked. His first posting was a difficult one. Not only was he to work with a senior surgeon with a reputation of being abrupt and demanding, the surgeon operated on Mondays, so the intern was expected to give up every Sunday, regardless of whether he was rostered on, in order to admit his patients to surgery on the following day. Each patient needed their history and examination recorded, and routine blood tests and chest x-ray ordered and followed up on the Sunday before the intern went home. The tests never seemed to show anything that influenced the decision to operate, but the surgeon insisted that they be done anyway. Sunday was always an impossibly busy day for my friend, because the surgeon was quite famous, so there were always lots of patients to be admitted. My friend began to resent the fact that he never had a weekend off. Early one morning, about halfway through his posting, he arrived at the operating theatre to assist his boss. The first patient was a middle-aged woman who needed an operation for breast cancer. The patient was put to sleep, wheeled into the operating theatre, prepared for surgery with drapes and skin prep, and just before the surgeon made the first excision, he turned to the intern and asked him what the admission chest x-ray had shown. My friend was horrified to recollect that he hadn't ordered one. I don't know whether he had been cutting corners to try and salvage some of his Sunday, or whether he had simply forgotten to order it. But there he was, on the spot, knowing that if he admitted his mistake, the surgeon would, in all probability, put down his scalpel, the anaesthetist would have to wake the patient up in order for the chest x-ray to be taken. The patient would be understandably very upset. Monday's operation schedule would be thrown into chaos, and he'd be in real trouble. And after all, those routine admission chest x-rays never showed anything anyway. So what would you have done? Take a punt and say it was clear, or fess up and take the consequences? In a quiet voice, my friend admitted his error. As you can imagine, there was a lot of tension in the air. The operation was stopped, the patient awoken, and the situation explained, Chest X-ray taken, it was clear, and the operation then went ahead successfully. What happened to my intern friend? Well, although his seniors were furious with the disruption caused by his omission, they commended him for his honesty and the courage to admit his mistake in what was a very difficult time. They told him that everyone makes mistakes, but any mistake only once, thanks very much, and that he should reflect on what he needed to do to ensure that the error never occurred. The incident was never forgotten, but it didn't get in the way of his career, and he went on to become one of the finest doctors that hospital has ever produced. Had he taken a punt, he would have got away with it. The chest X-ray was negative, remember. But thankfully he didn't gamble. Life is not a deck of cards. Now I could tell similar stories about those working in science and research, but time doesn't permit. My point is that honesty is the most important value that any scientist or practitioner can hold. For those of you entering the world of science, you would do well to consider the advice of Sir Peter Medawar, Nobel laureate in medicine and physiology, that he proffered many years ago in his little book entitled Advice to a Young Scientist. It's still well worth reading. Medawar said, and I'm paraphrasing, that if you want to make a difference to the world as a scientist, choose an area of importance to humankind. Seek to work in a team that has a successful track record of addressing complex issues. Don't be afraid to ask hard questions and to demand high standards of yourself and others. And most importantly, be adventurous. For those of you going into clinical practice, remember that you have lots to learn from each other and from your patients and their families. Take care to learn from every patient that you come in contact with during your professional life. Always be curious and sceptical, as well as caring. Let me conclude by observing that working in the area of health, be it as a scientist, a clinician, or a manager, is one of the best jobs in the world. It offers almost infinite variety, scientific inquiry, raw human emotion, tedium and crisis, a chance to assist the disadvantaged and dispossessed, a lifetime of service and commitment. It carries great responsibility, but also brings great rewards and a privileged position in the community. Use your talents and the knowledge and skills that you've gained at this fine university wisely. Good luck. Oh, and when you see overburdened students in the hospital, the clinic or the laboratory at which you're working, lend them a hand. Remember, that was you just the other day. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those wise words, Professor Saunders. I now have the great pleasure in inviting Lara Taylor, Bachelor of Occupational Therapy, to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, family and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. I'd like to start my address to you tonight by saying a big congratulations to all my fellow health science graduates. To all of you out there, well done, you did it. It's taken a lot of hard work, dedication, energy, stress, tears, and the occasional alcoholic spirit to get here, but all of us here tonight have made it through the years. We are the survivors. Tonight, we as graduates are not only being recognised for our achievements in successfully completing our degrees, but we are also being officially set free into the world of our chosen careers. In a sense, we can look upon tonight as our release from the mothership to set out on our own individual missions that she has primed us for. Tonight, we are being given our ticket to enter those careers that we have been striving for over the past 4 years of our existence. As we celebrate our achievements and look towards the future, I think it's important that we reflect upon the journey we have taken to this point. That journey that we have each taken will obviously differ somewhat between us, being that we have come from a diverse range of backgrounds and have undertaken different degrees. But all of us share some commonalities in our experiences of being a student. Of most noteworthy among these experiences is the lifestyle and sacrifices made while undertaking tertiary education. We can all relate to the joys of madly trying to juggle the demands of study with part-time work, and for many of you out there caring for a family. Of only just having enough cash to scrape by each week, to the times where you were so flat out in assessments that you barely had time to attend to your own hygiene, to the countless late nights poring over papers with a perpetual cup of coffee or tea in hand, and to constantly being haunted while out having fun by the work that you should be doing at home. Another common element of our journey as students is the relationships and sense of camaraderie shared with our fellow course members. The friendships we developed during our studies is one of the life-saving forces that got us through. I will always remember the frequent debriefing sessions that occurred in the cafeteria over a bowl of $2 pasta or chips and gravy, where concerns were shared regarding assessment marking criteria and the ever troublesome word limits, where gripes were voiced about workloads, and where plans were made in the next study break involving overconsumption of alcohol and excessive crazy dancing. For some reason, it always made things seem a lot brighter to know that someone else was struggling with the work just as much as you. Knowing that someone else was in the same boat somehow made things seem less due to your own failings and more due to too high expectations placed on students by the uni. Through my studies in occupational therapy, I have been most blessed to have met and worked closely with some of the most truly wonderful, intelligent, caring and fun people to grace this world. The times I have shared with these people will always remain one of my fondest memories of going to uni, and I will remain eternally grateful for the support and friendships I have been fortunate enough to share with them. I look forward, as I'm sure all the graduates do, to the possibility of one day coming into contact with those with whom I studied as work colleagues. For all of us, the journey towards achieving our respective health science degrees has been heavily dependent upon the support that we've received from those around us. I feel that as we as graduates are being recognised for our achievements tonight, it is of enormous importance that we pay tribute to those people that helped to get us through. Through completing my studies, one of the things that has become most clear to me is the fact that support breeds success. I doubt that any of us here tonight would have coped without the incredible, freely offered support and understanding of our families, partners and friends, who granted us permission to have the occasional tantrum or outburst of tears, and who were there standing by our side to pick up the pieces and set us back on track. Let us also not forget to acknowledge the invaluable support, guidance, instruction that we have received from our university lecturers, as well as the support of other staff within our course disciplines, and those that have assisted us or served us at the library, cafeteria, or logo shop. Each of these people have played at least some part in helping us to achieve our goals and prevent us from going under. On behalf of all the health science graduates, I would like to send out a warm, heartfelt thank you to all the family members, friends and university staff that have helped to keep us afloat. Our years spent studying at the University of Newcastle has been a journey of enormous growth and learning. These years have led not only to the expansion of our minds and knowledge, but have also had a fundamental influence on our growth and development as people. Our studies at the University of Newcastle have provided us with a strong platform of knowledge and skills from which to launch ourselves into our chosen careers and into a lifetime of continued development and learning. As those of us who have already obtained jobs would know, there is still a lot that we don't know and the learning continues every day. But as we pursue our careers, we can be confident that we've had some of the best training this country has to offer and are now well equipped to tackle any challenges that we encounter during our careers. I find it so exciting to think that as fully qualified professionals in the health field, we now have the capacity to go out there in the big wide world and make a difference. Whether it be on a large or small scale, we can bring about change and improvement to the health and lives of our fellow human beings. That to me is incredibly powerful and something that we should all be proud of. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Lana Taylor, for that speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's ceremony, and thank you for joining the university community in the celebration of the conferring of degrees. The University Union invites you to make your way to the Brennan Room in the Shortland Union, where there are lots of people waiting to